Good morning, dear hearts. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night, Australia. Thank you so much for being here with me on this Friday afternoon to do this service to the light. I hope you have read a beautiful week. And let's do it together. Once more, in God's way. Buongiorno, Indianapolis. Blessings and love. So let's start it. So, welcome to the 7 Sacred Weeks Vlog 21. In today's service, we will perform the visualization of the I Am Presence chart. Then we are going to have some words of beloved Quan on karma. Then we are going to do our Royal Teton retreats, open and serves for this new season of the Karmic Board. Then we are going to deliver our Karmic Petition to the Guardian of the Scrolls at the Royal Teton retreat. And we are going also to do decrees for the purification and redemption of humanity, misqualified conditions and energies. So we have a long service again. And as always, to start eating, I would like that you place the hands on your heart and feel the presence of God within your heart center. Now pour your love and gratitude to your presence for this great gift of being alive, of being individualized, of being one with the Godhead. And feeling the reality of your presence, let's do together the opening blessing. Beloved, mighty and presence here, there, and everywhere, we love you, bless, and thank you forever, forever and beyond, for I am in you and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Now, dear heart, let us move our attention to our Christmas star, that beautiful shining star above our houses. And just visualize the expansion of its light And from it, millions of light rays expanding to bless the area where you live. Just visualizing your neighborhood, your city and country being charged in this moment with Ascended Master Consciousness, Ascended Master Love, Ascended Master Purity, Ascended Master Kindness, Ascended Master Peace, Ascended Master Knowledge, Ascended Master Happiness, Ascended Master Perfection of Light. Saint Germain told me that through the activity of this star that we are feeding each week, great blessings are descending to the region where we live. And I can see here in my place, I don't know you and yours, but we have a very balanced weather. I see problems in other places, but here in my area, we are very privileged. And Saint Germain told me one of the reasons is that we are expanding these light rays every week and charging the area and all the people, the elementals, the forces of nature where we are with this Ascended Master consciousness and blessings of light. So just visualize your area completely enlightened. Visualizing your neighborhood enlightened and happy. Visualizing harmony in the forces of nature in your area. And so it's done and it's sustained. And now let us connect our star above our houses to the star above the Royal Teton retreat. And just feel the pulsation of the heart of this activity. And also visualize that star above the Rocky Mountains, shining, expanding, great blessings to America, Canada, and the world. And feel the reality of the brotherhood of the Royal Teton retreat. They will support us during this service. Also, let us visualize our force field, the sphere of light around the planet that we are feeding every week. And may the Ascended Master protect this force field, protect our environments, atmosphere, our internet connection, and may they pour their blessings through us to the planet. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Now, let us take our water and do the call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I Am Presence, Saint Germain, Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, Lords of the Elements and Powers of Light, please charge this mineral water with whatever substances and virtues we need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies when we drink this water at the end of our decrees. By the light of God that never fails, I command and demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So let's put the water to be charged. And today we are going to visualize step by step our electronic circle of protection. And in the end, we are going to make the calls to seal this work. To start, I just would like that you place yourself in the position of the chila, as in the chart, and just feel your oneness with your beloved I Am Presence. Then just concentrate it in the violet flame and visualize this flame blazing, blazing and blazing in through and around you. Visualize the violet flame sweeping your cells, your organs, your nervous system, and restoring God's perfection in your body. Visualizing the violet flame sweeping through your emotional body and restoring harmony in your emotions. Visualizing the violet flame sweeping and flooding your mental body and restoring the perfect pattern of your thoughts. And feel the purifying action of the violet flame working in, through, and around your four lower bodies. And now, I'd like that you move your attention to your tube of light. That crystalline tube of light that descends from your presence and clothes you in the perfection and protection of the light. Visualize this radiant tube, strong, full of sublime vibrations. And now Just combine the violet flame blazing and this tube of light, and feel that you are safe within the light of God that never fails. Now, through your willpower, just place the blue lightning of cosmic Christ purity around this tube of lighting to give extra protection, making this tube invulnerable, intangible, invisible to all human creation. And now, move the attention to your electronic body. The presence is within the electronic body, your divine spark. And your causal body is the body of this presence. And there you have all the gifts and treasures that you have conquered throughout embodiments. Visualizing the white light expanding from the electronic body and flooding and blessing your holy outer activity. And feel that you are, by the presence within your heart and its divine intelligence, in possession of all those gifts in your causal body. And now just feel the fullness of your electronic circle of protection. Feel the violet flame, the tube of radiant white light substance. Seal it with the blue lightning. Feel your causal body shining, and that you are one with the Godhead, and through it you are God in action right here and now on this planet. And so be it. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now let us do the calls to seal this visualization. Beloved Mighty I am Presence, Ascended Masters, Elohim, Archangels, our higher mental bodies and cosmic beings of light. I am the violet flame in through and around my four lower bodies, always sustained in God's purity. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. I am the beauty, perfection, and power of my tube of crystalline white light substance, always bright, radiant, and full of vibrations of light that makes and keeps me invisible and invincible to all human creation now and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. I am the invincible power of the wall of radiant blue flame, sealing my tube of light, giving me total protection against disturbance elements and human suggestions. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. Let's feel it. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am the invincible power of my electronic circle of protection, now manifested and forever sustained. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill and now this call, I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And I call, beloved Almighty and Presence, please keep us within this almighty protection so we may live on this planet, fulfill our divine plan, but nevermore be touched by human discordant conditions. We are so grateful. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, let us do this call to connect ourselves with the Royal Teton Retreat. Beloved Almighty and Presence, beloved Land and all who govern the activities at the Royal Teton, charge your invincible, victorious outpouring from the Royal Teton in and around my being, world and electronic circle, and gather here all the power possible during the next 4 weeks. Establish a regular pulsation of this invincible power and purity into my electronic circle from the Royal Teton, the physical sun, and the great central sun. I accept this great love being built into my being and word, that I may be of greater assistance to America, my own country, and the world, especially to beloved Saint Germain in his gigantic task of cleansing the world. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And before we start our service dedicated to the Karmic Board, let us read these words of beloved Quan that I channeled last year. And I think you know, beloved Quan is one of the lords of karma. And last year, she descended and explained that karma is the law of nature. She says, children of light, we are immensely happy to open another Karmic Board season at the Royal Teton and look forward to seeing you daily in our halls. It would be immensely positive if you could connect with us several times during the day and especially before falling asleep. Every moment you place your attention on the Teton, a being of light departs from your heart and connects you with the heart of this sacred retreat. This allows us to create the right means for you to be transported to us as you fall asleep. All human beings pass through the halls of the Lords of Karma during this period so that we can carefully record and evaluate the development of each life stream. But generally, most do not retain anything from this moment, as the great mass comes to us in an unconscious state. Only when students' attention is focused and they have the desire to consciously collaborate with our work does this moment become more productive. My children, the word karma is something that is often misunderstood, even among students of the Ascended Masters. Most associate karma with something bad, when in fact this is just the law of nature that governs life. Make all beings always walk forwards and upwards, manifesting the perfection of the divine plan. There is no punishment or even judgment in the terms in which most of you understand this word, but the return of each individual's action, so that through experience there is learning and consequently evolution. Every individual peoples his world with his own entities, which can be positive, enlightened, when he keeps his attention only on constructive and beautiful things, or negative and dark, when he keeps his attention on destructive and deformed things. And the entities, which are the crystallizations of his own thought forms, determine what he attracts into his world. Your aura is charged with these entities, good and bad, and you sometimes carry them through many embodiments. They determine your habits, actions, thoughts, feelings, and the type of experience you attract. With each incarnation, you have the opportunity to sublimate a part of the undesirable entities, making your world ever pure. Usually this has always been done through experience, but this implies a very slow process. Today, with the gift of the violet flame, you can sublimate your unwanted accumulations much more quickly. However, for the violet flame to really work and bring permanent results, it is necessary to use it consciously and correctly. Discipline and constancy in your cause is needed. It is necessary for you to be purposeful, not to create the same wanted thought forms. It is necessary that you strive to keep your attention only on the perfection and beauty of the Ascended Masters. It makes no sense if you consume something at the time of the decree, but then mindlessly create the same destructive things over and over again through your negative thoughts, feelings, and actions. So take advantage of these 30 days of activities at Royal Teton to keep your attention firmly on your I am presence on us and on constructive things. And ask each day that you be instructed and strengthened during your visits with us. so that you may take the reins of your life into your own hands and free yourselves once and for all from everything that pulls you back, leaves you numb, and without the courage to take the decisive step towards your victory. We are eager to help you, but you can only do so through your conscious effort to stay focused on us and put the teachings into practice. I am Quan. Thank you, beloved Quan. So, dear hearts, let's take this instruction from beloved Quan and let's make all the efforts we can do during this month to stay connected with the Royal Teton Retreat, to call every night, to be transported there when we are asleep. And also, let's take this month to use the violet flame for us and for the holy planet, and ask the mercy of the Lords of Karma to forgive us all, to forgive us all, to forgive us all, and give us the opportunity to live a better life individually and collectively. And I know it's done right now. Now, let's do also this decree to be transported to the Royal Teton Retreat to open this season together. Beloved I Am Presence, beloved Saint Germain Lanto, dear Brotherhood of the Royal Teton, and beloved Lords of Karma, I humbly ask for the opportunity to participate in the events and seminars at this sacred retreat during this period of activities of the Karmic Board. May I be transported there as soon as I fall asleep each night during the next 30 days. I also ask, if allowed, that I can vividly remember what I learned and experience there upon awakening in the morning, and thus consciously use what I receive for the blessings of humanity and all life on this planet. What I ask for myself, I also ask for every student of light who consciously wishes to participate in these events at the Teton and engage in aiding the Ascended Hosts Light projects. I rest in the full realization of this call. Thank you so much. Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am. And beloved Mighty and Presence, beloved Lanto, and the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton, I give daily recognition to the retreat of the Royal Teton, the unfed flame drawn there by the beloved great diviner director, and the power which that retreat holds to be used in our nation's freedom. You take command of me and see that I do give daily recognition and make the necessary preparation to receive the mighty gift which is to be offered from the retreat in the Royal Teton, as I come within the radiance of the unfed flame which fills that retreat. I absorb it and use it in all my daily activities. You take command and see that I draw the heavily charged currents of energy from the Royal Teton's focus of gigantic power to accomplish all that fulfills the divine plan, everywhere, forever. Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am. And now, dear hearts, let us move our attention again to the Royal Teton retreat, and especially to our beloved Land, who is in charge of this sacred place. Let us send our love and gratitude to Lanto, to the Brotherhood of the Teton, and to the Karmic Lords. Then feel the materialization of two guiding angels in front of you. They are so beautiful and gentle. They touch your hands, and in the same moment, you leave your body and stand in your subtle body, especially prepared by the Ascended Masters to visit this retreat. The angels enfold you in their presence, and in the same moment, you are transported into the heart of this retreat, in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. There, two Ascended Masters are already waiting for us. They greet us in silence. And always when we are in the retreat, there is silence. Most of our communication is through thought and feelings, to the ray of sound and light. These two Ascended Masters direct us into a room beautifully decorated with harmonious colors. We see shades of colors, the most beautiful ones from the 7 rays of the Godhead. We also see comfortable chairs arranged in the center, forming a same circle. In front of these chairs, we see beautiful light violet armchairs. On each backrest, we see the symbol of the threefold flame. These two Ascended Masters show us our seats, and we sit comfortably in our subtle body. Then they ask us to close our eyes and place our hands on our hearts and pour our deepest love into our I Am presence. And we do it. When they ask us to open our eyes, we see several Ascended Masters comfortably sitting in the armchairs. And among them, beloved Portia, who is the representative of the Karmic Board. On the stage, the central seat remains empty. And in this moment, our dear Saint Germain asks everyone to stand up to greet the presence of beloved Master Lando. And we do so. Then we see his presence materializing before us, and from his aura, golden rays flooding the entire environment. Such a majestic presence he is, with a very soft but powerful voice. He asks us to sit down again, and we do so. And he tells us, I appreciate the presence of all of you, and I am happy with the effort you are making to stay connected with the brotherhood of the Royal Teton. To all who persevere in this communion with us, great assistance will be directed to them until they are lifted from all the obstacles that keep them imprisoned in inferior conditions and manifest the beauty and perfection of their I Am presence. These obstacles, my beloved children, are the thought forms, memories, and patterns that you have built through your actions, embodiment after embodiment. Karma is the universe law of causality. All the laws of nature are rooted in this first law, which regulates the interrelationship of everything that exists. This law remains latent when the universe rests in the great silence, and begins its motion when God releases his ray into the waters of the Great Mother, calling the universe back to manifestation. Angels, elementals, men, and all celestial beings are subject to this law. And even God, the universal I Am presence, embodied in a universe, obey the law that governs all manifestation. In this moment, beloved Lanto sits in the central armchair and gives the floor to beloved Saint Germain. Our beloved Master stands up and says, the karmic law always acts to promote the maturation of all beings. We cannot change it, my dear children, but knowing that we are responsible for the undesirable effects that we experience at the present, as they are the result of our past actions, we can, through the divine intelligence of our I Am presence, change our attitude towards life, and thus produce new causes that can mitigate these effects until they are completely nullified and replaced by favored conditions. At this moment, beloved Portia so beautifully stands up and positions herself next to Saint Germain. And they are so beautiful together. A divine couple. In a loving voice, she tells us, at this Karmic Board season and the Royal Teton's events, we are willing to help you, but we can do it only if you are willing to make the effort to rise above ignorance. Know that karma is not something fatal, but something that can be conquered, transmuted, and realigned through obedience to nature. Therefore, understanding the natural laws is fundamental for you to be free and victorious. My beloved children, I am here representing the lords of karma, and we wish to provide assistance for the redemption of humanity's negative accumulations. But for this, we need non-ascended vehicles that can spontaneously and joyfully pour the violet flame over the collective consciousness, asking for discordant patterns to be transmuted. This is not an easy task, as it requires the desire to serve humanity unconditionally. These hearts of love need to know that most of the time they will not be recognized for their work, but this is the work of those who enter this path. The lords of karma and the ascended masters walk this path, and therefore we know that only a pure, merciful heart, which recognizes that every form of life is a part of the I Am presence, and therefore one with itself, is who can overcome all obstacles and rise victoriously above human limitations. We will send you information over the next few weeks so that you better understand the law of nature and thus know how to help yourselves and humanity. We now invite you to visualize in an act of love for humanity, of which you are a part, the violet flaming, blazing, in, through, and around the entire planet, all nations and peoples, dissolving the causes and cores of all short forms that imprison mankind in destructive conditions. In the same moment, a large screen appears at the back of the room, and on it we see the planet immersed in the violet flame. Beloved Portia asks us to invoke the I Am presence in every human being, which is one with our I Am presence within our hearts. So let's connect through the presence within our hearts to the I Am presence in the heart of every human being, here, there, and everywhere. And Portia asks us to call the presence, this presence within each human heart, to redeem the misqualified electronic substance in each human heart and in the atmosphere of every nation. So, dear hearts, just feel your connection, your oneness with every human being through the presence within your heart that is the same with the presence in the heart of every human being. And through it, just visualize the expansion of the light in every human being. And that expansion of the light illuminating the atmosphere of every nation. Visualizing all the countries being purified by the action of the violet flame. And visualize the violet flame cleaning and illuminating the atmosphere of this planet. Feel the beautifying action of the violet flame acting in, through, and around the planet, in the atmosphere, and in, through, and around every human being. And also feel the action of the violet flame purifying and releasing the elementals and the forces of nature in every country. And also visualize the violet flame blessing the oceans, seas, rivers, forests, mountains. And so it's time and it's sustained. When we finish this visualization, Master Lanto stands up and says, "Now I would like you take your karmic petitions, and I hope you read it quickly. These petitions are more important than you can imagine, as no blessing can come to this planet without a clear and insistent request from one or more non-ascended life streams." So, dear hearts, I don't know if you have done your karmic petition. If you have done it, I would like that you take it now and just read it quickly in this moment before we deliver it together to the keeper of the scrolls at the Teton. So I will give you 1 minute to do it. If you don't have done your karmic petition, so you can just imagine in this moment if you have something to request to the Karmic Board, and just keep in mind these 2 or 3 items to deliver it mentally to the keeper of the scrolls. So let's do it together. So, dear hearts, I hope you got it. So in this moment, let us start our karmic petition with the love of our hearts. It's like we impress on it our threefold flame. That is our true signature. And our beloved Lanto continued saying, our beloved Lito has proposed to occupy the position of the keeper of the scrolls this season. And in the same moment, our beloved Lady Lito stands up and positions herself next to Lanto. She is so beautifully dressed. Lanto tells us, I wish you to rise harmoniously and deliver your petition to our beloved sister. And slowly we do so. We just stand and walk gentle to little. We greet her and we give our karmic petition, and she takes it. She also greets us with a smile. And then we come back to our places. She gently places all the petitions in a golden basket with the symbol of the threefold flame. The threefold flame that blazes, visibly manifested within the heart of the Rock Mountains. Then she asks us to make this decree together. So let's do it. Beloved I Am Presence and Lords of Karma, receive our petitions and see to it that all requests that can be benefit the greater good and blessed life on this planet are approved. Pour your wisdom into our consciousness and help us know what to do in the next 6 months so that we are worthy of your blessings. We are immensely grateful. Soon after, beloved Lady Little says, remember that there is good and bad karma, but both bind you to the wheel of incarnation. You only rise above it when you learn to look neutrally at all the conditions you face daily and do not react to them in a personal way. We know how difficult it is to achieve this indifference to external appearance without losing the motivation to do your best at every moment. But this is the path to ascension. The Ascended Master is a being of cause and not of effect, and his actions are impersonal, always focused on the greater good. Soon after, she thanks us and returns to her seat. our beloved Lanto stands up and invites us and to hear some words of the beloved Mahashohan. This great master of light stands up elegantly, and his majestic presence envelops us in his flame of love and comfort. Soon after, he greets us and says, "Let us remember that all life is voluntarily drawn forth from the body of God, the universal I Am Presence, by self-conscious intelligence who decided to manifest as individual expressions of deity in any sphere into which they fit themselves to dwell and serve. In its primal state, this life is pure, perfect, beautiful, and all-powerful because it contains within itself the nature of its donor, the universal I Am Presence. From the time of individualization, each self-conscious intelligence is personally responsible for his or her use of that life through the use of free will and his own creative faculties of thought, feeling, spoken word, and action, molding it into constructive or destructive manifestations. When such a self-conscious intelligence uses his free will in a destructive manner and produces discord, he then begins to create the long chain of karmic ties and comes under the law of cause and effect. The law of karma requires that each such intelligence personally redeem all the life he has misqualified. This is the glorious mercy of the law which is taught by my sons, the Ascended Masters Saint Germain and Serapis Bey. These masters show the individual how to redeem past and present errors made by them personally by the removal of the causes and cores of discord from the four lower bodies through the rhythmic use of the violet transmuting flame and other activities of the sacred fire. Thus they set themselves free from the results of their own misuse of life. Particularly, during this third day period, do I recommend to you the advisability of consciously asking your sponsor from Elixir, our beloved Serapis Bey, to help you in this happy activity, the redemption of your own destructive karma, and the humanitarian service which you can render of redeeming the destructive karma of the earth and all her evolutions. Thank you, beloved Mahashohan. Next, our beloved Lanto, Saint Germain, and the Mahashohan ask us to make decrees for the purification of humanity, for transmutation of negative conditions, and redemption of every substance poorly qualified by human beings. And so, let's do it right now with the love of our hearts. Feeling that our I Am Presence is speaking through our mouth. Let's call together. Beloved I Am Presence and Lords of Karma, I demand, I command that every rate of vibration which is discordant in the atmosphere of earth shall be dissolved by the violet consuming flame, and I call on the law of forgiveness for its existence in the universe. Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am, Almighty I Am. Beloved, I am presence and lords of karma. I call on the law of forgiveness for every human mistake. By the violet consuming flame and the invincible hand of that flame in cosmic action forever, swifter than lightning, removing the appearance that seems to be wrong. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved, mighty and presence, great ascended host, and cosmic beings, I demand every outpouring which goes forth from the royal Teton, be all the sanctified love and illumination the nations of the world require. I ask with every fiber of my being for all the sacred fire to go into every war plan on the earth and take it out of the memory and consciousness of life. I demand your sacred fire go into the emotional body of everything that lives and force the purification which puts an end to all discordant action everywhere forever. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved, I am presence in the seven mighty Elohim. Compel the purification that blasts all human night. Compel the purification that makes mankind to right. Compel the purification that now prevents all wrong. Compel the purification that keeps us well and strong. Compel the purification that blazes victory here. Compel the purification that guards all we hold dear. Compel the purification that frees our loved ones too. Compel the purification. Come, blaze it now clear through. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved presence of God that I am in my heart, beloved Saint Germain, Archangel Michael and Elohim Architectus, descend with limitless legions of blue lightning, the violet consuming flame, and through and around me and all human beings. Cut, and cut all psychic currents that surround us. Release, and release in us from the pressure of dominant personality that keep us hypnotized under inferior and undesirable conditions. Annihilate, annihilate, and annihilate all the entities who steal our energies and leave us lethargic and powerless to make the necessary effort to rise above all human limitations and fulfill our daily activities with perfection. I am, the legions of blue light and the violet flame, releasing us now. We are free, 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 and this freedom is forever sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Beloved presence of God that I am in my heart, and beloved ascended Master Saint Germain, pour the violet flame upon my four lower bodies and dissolve with its causes and course all my karmic accumulations. Return all this misqualified energy to the original purity of God. Touch with your radiant hands my heart and awaken within it the golden man. Pour and pour your light into my heart until this miniature presence expands, expands, and expands, and I express the master presence in the full stature that I am. I send my love and gratitude to the angels of the violet flame and to all my ascended master friends who give me the necessary assistance in every moment of my journey back home. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved presence of God that I am in my heart, and beloved ascended Master Saint Germain, blaze, blaze, and blaze your dazzling violet flame in, through, and around me and every human being, and intensify its brilliance and warmth until all the hard feelings and undesirable crystallizations are completely consumed and transmuted into the sublime and perfect feelings of the pure Christ within our hearts. That master presence that we are and are already manifesting higher spheres of light. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved I am presence, ascended masters and lords of karma, we humbly call, sweep discord out of us. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, give thy command. Sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us. It has no power. Sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us. Heal us this hour. Sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us. I am now healed. Sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us, sweep discord out of us. In victory, I'm sealed. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And through the beloved mighty and presence which I am, I demand the violet consuming flame in its cosmic dissolve and consuming power and purity of the great cosmic love of the universe come forth now, especially in its spiral activity, its rays and living force that cuts us free from all hypnotic substance in the structure of earth upon which we walk. I demand all the violet consuming flame necessary come forth now and wipe out all discordant conditions in our beings and world and take them out of existence everywhere forever. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved mighty and presence and great host of ascended masters, I demand the removal of all racial qualities that are not those of the ascended masters, eternal perfection. I demand the violet consuming flame love come forth, which frees all the beings of the elements from all mankind's human desires, human creation, and human selfishness. Free them from all feeling that has been held under the control of the human and control it now by all that is divine. I demand violet flame love from the great central sun come in, through and around all the beings of the elements and the powers of nature, and automatically cut them free from all that is not divine. I demand the great central sun's violet flame love come forth and force the purification of the earth, the beings of the elements and the forces of nature, and do not allow any further desecration of life. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. In the name of the beloved mighty and presence which I am, I demand the love of the cosmic Christ which the beloved Jesus is to this earth, the love of the beloved mighty and presence in the great central sun, move into the psychic stratum of this earth and blaze the cosmic violet consuming flame everywhere. Under cosmic power and authority of the great command, compel the release of all the divine energy in that psychic stratum which has been misqualified with discord, from the frightful impurity, imperfection, and distortion imposed upon it. Right now, this instant and forever, Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And I demand the invincible fire, cosmic Christ of invincible violet flame, purity and eternal control. Sweep throughout the mountain feeling word of this land and force the purification, force the purification, force the purification that brings cosmic Christ illumination everywhere confusion seems to be, everywhere limitation seems to be, everywhere human creation seems to be, until the sinister force is annihilated by the fire of Christ, the control of the ascended masters, violet flame love and power for all eternity, that possesses and rules, directs and controls the brains and bodies, minds and wills, all the feelings of all that lives within our borders, all under this radiation, all throughout the world, as the hand of God that holds command and controls everybody and everything under this radiation until all are ascended and free. I demand this physically manifest. I expect this physically manifest. I am this physically manifest in our ascended Jesus Christ, victory, light, and freedom attained right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. At this moment, Master Lanton stands up again and asks us to silence ourselves and contemplate the presence of the Lords of the Karma. And we do so. Just feel the Lords of Karma, which are the great divine director, God's liberty, beloved Lady Nada, Goddess Pallas Athena, Elohim Cyclopea, beloved Master Quan, and Lady Portia. Just feel the 7 Lords of Karma around you. And they place their hands on your body and give you their blessings for your life, but especially for the next 30 days of this season of the Karmic Board. Let's send then out our love and gratitude for this blessing. And after our contemplation, an oval of radiant gold and violet light descends to the center of the room that we are within the Teton. And we see the magnificent presence of our beloved Gods of Liberty. She greets us and says, beloved children, the quickest way to achieve your victory is to call victory for all human beings. Remember that no one enters the Ascended Master realm if they do not consciously dissolve the feeling of separation. Your I Am presence is the same one that pulses in the heart of every human being. Your I Am presence is the germ of life that pulses in minerals, vegetables, animals, and all beings that are part of these systems of worlds. By releasing life, you are illuminating this planet and strengthening the dominion of this divine presence, which is the very pulsating life everywhere. As beloved reporter told you, the lords of karmas are willing to help you. But for that, we wish to see your efforts in the coming months in the matter of maintaining harmony and always wishing to shower blessings on everyone who crossed your path. I bring you the greetings and blessings of the water karmic lords, and I believe that in the coming weeks that you come down with some words to bless you. Remember that you are welcome in this sacred place for the next 30 days. And our beloved Lantern Confucius, who take care of this retreat, have already organized many activities that will bring you great blessings. I now envelop you in the flame of freedom of my heart until you are ascended and free. After these blessings, the gods of liberty presence was again enveloped by the oval of violet and golden light, and then she slowly faded away. Then Master Lantern stands up and asks us to visualize wolves here. And we do so. So dear heart, just feel the violet flame sweeping throughout the planet, over the nations, the cities, and also through the oceans, rivers, in the atmosphere, the release and power of the violet flame, catching all beings that evolve on this planet, in this planet, free. Visualize the violet flame dissolving all misqualified and the forces of nature, bring harmony to all the nations. Saint Germain and Porter stand up and ask us to visualize all human beings being purified by the violet flame and raise it into the perfection of their own I am presence in your country, in all the countries, no matter where in this planet. Release every human being and restoring the perfection of their I am presence visibly manifest. Learn to ask us to visualize the limit and now lives within. So dear hearts, just visualizing the 7 karmic lords around the planet, and together they release a great current of lighting upon the planet that floods every human being, elemental, angel, spirit of nature, celestial beings on this planet, in this planet. Feel the rays and power, the mercy of the Lords of Karma, emanating the freedom of the violet flame to this planet. And God have mercy on all of us and mankind right here and now. And I know it's done and it's sustained. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. Then, beloved land, Saint Germain, Lady Porter, and our dear Mahachohan, come to us, near us, and anoint our foreheads with rose oil, made by themselves. Just feel one of them anoint your forehead and it is a great protection to your life stream. After this blessing, they return to their places. Lord Lanto thanks us, and we feel a ray of divine love flowing from his heart to ours. And we feel so thankful to his light and love and presence and assistance. With a smile on his face, he says goodbye and disappears. Then all ascended master present in the room addresses us and embraces us lovingly. And we feel so happy as never. They return to their seats, and the two ascended master who received us at the entrance to the hall stand up and ask us once again to close our eyes and thank our beloved I Am presence within our hearts for all the blessings received on this day. And we do so. Thank you, beloved I Am. Thank you, beloved I Am. Thank you, beloved I Am. We love you. We bless you forever. When we finish our contemplation of our I Am presence, we open our eyes and realized that the masters were gone. The two masters still remain and tell us to follow them, and we silently obey. They take us to the entrance hall, and there we meet our angelic friends who touch us, and at the same time we are transported to our physical body again. We lovingly thank our angelic friends, and with a smile on their face, they disappear. We feel so happy, radiant, and full of vitality. And once again, we thank our I Am Presence and all the Ascended Masters for being able to be part of this great current of light of the Royal Teton Retreat. Dear hearts, let us send our love and gratitude to beloved Lantos, Saint Germain Confucius, Mahatma Porter, gods of liberty, and all the lords of Karmic Ascended Masters, and especially to the Brotherhood of the Royal Teton. And feeling this love to these great ones, let us seal our work with the great invocation. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men, let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men, may Christ return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the Master knows and serves. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may seal the door where human creation dwells. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, let's take our water and finish the call for the Elixir of Life. Beloved I Am Presence, Saint Germain, Brotherhood of the Royal Teton Retreat, Lords of the Elements and Powers of Light, please charge this mineral water with the blessings from the Ascended Master Octave of Light, and put here all the substances you need to restore the beauty, youth, health, vitality, and perfection of the Ascended Masters in our physical bodies. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. Transmute this water into the Elixir of Life. We are so thankful. By the light of God that never fails, I command, I demand, and it's done right now. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. So dear hearts, visualizing this water now become the Elixir of Life, charging with whatever we need to manifest perfection right here and now in our physical body, and especially today with the blessings of the Karmic Lords. And let's drink it together. Cheers. Just place your attention on your heart and pour your love to your presence. All the great ones that have assisted us in our calls, and pour your love and gratitude upon the planet and our life within. May this month of love seal everything and everyone, blessing all life on this planet. May this love alone rule us out today and forever. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty, fulfill now this call, I am. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And beloved Mighty I Am Presence, Ascended Masters, Elohim, Archangels, our higher mental bodies, and cosmic beings of light, we sincerely send you our love and gratitude for all the blessings received and for all those yet to come. Take our decrees and multiply them thousands of times more each day and hour. Make them ever increase in their power until we have the moment of light necessary to have them visibly manifest in our hands and use for our blessings and the blessings of mankind in our life on earth. What we have called during our session for ourselves, we also call for all human beings. And you only love, wisdom, and power of God lift us up in the eternal victory of ascension. We are eternally grateful. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. I am one with my source of life, the cosmic light, God Almighty. Fulfilling all this call, I am. I am that I am, I am that I am, I am that I am. We feel it is true. We accept it as true. We manifest it, we manifest it, we manifest it right now. By the power of 1,000 suns and the light of God that never fails. I command, I demand, and it's done. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And now, dear hearts, saying them once again and again and again, our most beautiful love and gratitude to our beloved I Am presence, especially the presence within our hearts. Let's close ourselves with this blessing. Beloved mighty and presence, here, there, and everywhere, we love, bless, and thank you forever, forever and beyond. For I am in you, and you are in me. We are one on this journey through eternity. Almighty I am, Almighty I am, Almighty I am. And I thank you, dear hearts, for being here with me doing this service to the light. And I wish you all a great time every night as you fall asleep in the Royal Teton Retreat. And may you have great blessings from the Ascended Masters there and the Lords of Karma. And don't forget that every night before we go to bed or in bed before we fall asleep, to do the call to go to the Royal Teton Retreat. You don't need to use that call. You can just call it with your own words, with the love of your heart too, if you prefer. But every night, just send your desire that the Ascended Masters, the Lords of Karma, receive you there when you fall asleep, and that you can learn, that you can participate, attend the events, activities, meetings, healing sessions at the Royal Teton Retreat in this spirit, and that you may remember it when you wake up in the morning. So do it every night, and also we shall until the June 30, the end of this month, before we go to sleep, also reading our Karmic Petition. You see, I like to put it in an envelope, and I put it next me in my bed. And so when I do the call, I let the call together. I have the call in my handy, or I have also the print of the call. And so I let the both, so I do the call, or I make it by the love of my heart, and I read my Karmic Petition, and then I sleep in the arms and love of the Ascended Master in the Royal Teton Retreat. And I hope you do the same, and that you have great blessings, and may the desires, the constructed desires of your heart for you, for your friends, family, and this planet be fulfilled, that your karmic petition can be approved, and that you can have all the assistance needed for your ascension. Next week we are going to have our vlog 22. I don't know what I am going to do. I think maybe we are going to continue our subject that we finished last week, and also to talk more about karma, the laws of nature, to understand it. And maybe I get more, like this week I got some words and pictures and ideas from the Lords of Karma to bless us during the next 3 sessions with their radiant luminous presence. So I hope you have really a blessed weekend with your family and friends. Hold your harmony, dear hearts, peace. Don't take things too hard on yourself and on others. Just be soft. Be soft and be always in your I am presence. And so have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in our sacred time, sacred day next week again. I love you. Oceans of love. Ciao, ciao. Thank you.